Yo, bro, don't drop the low. Don't drop the low. Come on, yo. You know how 4K Trey give it up. Yo, bro, don't drop the low. 4K Trey's on a different type of timing, bro.
Hey, dude, come to Hawaii.
Oh, no. Don't say that, huh?
Chaos erupted this week as shocking allegations surfaced that NBA YoungBoy's 4KT crew may have targeted Dejounte Murray's family in a move that has left fans and insiders reeling. Sources close to the situation claim tensions between the Memphis rap scene and certain NBA circles have escalated in ways no one saw coming, turning a personal conflict into something far more public and dangerous. Social media exploded as rumors spread, and fans are demanding answers. What really happened, and how deep does this conflict go? Eyewitnesses and insiders have hinted at a series of events that suggest the situation escalated beyond just words, involving intimidation tactics and shocking confrontations. Every detail that surfaces only adds to the tension as people try to piece together what sparked this feud, who was involved, and what the ultimate consequences might be. The drama has also raised serious questions about loyalty, street politics, and the blurred lines between music rivalries and real-life threats. This isn't just another rap beef. Allegations point to actions that could have legal and personal consequences, and Dejounte Murray's camp is reportedly taking this seriously, with family safety now a major concern. Fans are left shocked, confused, and glued to every update, analyzing every social media post, video, and cryptic message that could hint at the truth. With chaos unfolding faster than anyone can track, this story promises twists, shocking reveals, and intense reactions that no one will want to miss. As the dust began to settle after the initial shock, Dejounte Murray and his family found themselves in an unprecedented situation. The whispers, once dismissed as rumors, had escalated into full-blown concern for their safety. Sources close to the situation claimed that certain members of NBA YoungBoy's 4KT team were allegedly making moves that could not be ignored. The tension between the two camps had been simmering for months, but this sudden targeting of family members marked a dangerous new chapter. It all started with subtle signs, cryptic messages, unexplained sightings, and social media posts that hinted at retaliation. Fans, initially speculating about a routine rap feud, quickly realized that this situation went far beyond music. The interplay between street influence, celebrity connections, and personal vendettas had created a volatile environment, and every new detail made it clear that the stakes were higher than anyone could have predicted. As the community tried to process what was happening, eyewitness accounts began surfacing. Individuals close to both camps described tense encounters, aggressive confrontations, and moments that could have escalated into violence at any time. Sources claimed that security had been tightened around Dejounte Murray's family, with trusted allies stepping in to provide protection. Every move was calculated, every action scrutinized, and every rumor dissected by fans eager to understand the full story. The social media storm was immediate. Fans and online commentators began analyzing every video clip, post, and story related to the situation. The tension was palpable, theories spread like wildfire, each suggesting new connections and motives. People began speculating about the reason behind the alleged targeting. Was it retaliation for a perceived slight, a business disagreement, or a personal vendetta that had simmered under the surface for years? Each theory seemed plausible, adding layers of intrigue to an already intense story. Insiders hinted that the conflict was not just about personal pride, but also about influence and control. For KT, known for their dominance and strategic maneuvers, were allegedly sending messages that went beyond intimidation. They were staking a claim in a sphere that had traditionally been untouched by their direct involvement. This revelation left many fans shocked, as it blurred the line between music industry rivalries and real-world consequences. Even within Dejounte Murray's circle, emotions ran high. Family members reportedly felt a mix of fear, anger, and disbelief. Close friends and allies expressed concern about the escalating situation, recognizing that what had started as online chatter or local rumors could now have serious repercussions. Security protocols were discussed in hushed meetings, and contingency plans were reportedly being put in place. Every move was being analyzed, and trust became a rare commodity. Meanwhile, the broader public watched with a mix of fascination and horror. Commentators debated the implications of the alleged targeting, questioning the ethics, motives, and potential fallout. For fans, this was no longer just entertainment. It was a real-life drama unfolding before their eyes. Every social media post was dissected, every comment scrutinized, and every update became fodder for speculation. The level of engagement was staggering, proving that the story had captured the attention of a massive audience. As days turned into weeks, more accounts began to emerge. Individuals who claimed to have insider knowledge added new layers to the story, detailing interactions, conflicts, and secret meetings that had gone unnoticed. The network of relationships between 4KT, Dejounte Murray's allies, and other figures in the Memphis and NBA-connected music scenes became increasingly complex. Every revelation added tension, and fans found themselves navigating a maze of claims, counterclaims, and theories that seemed to evolve daily. Despite the chaos, Dejounte Murray's focus remained on protecting his family. Trusted confidants reportedly coordinated with security teams, monitored suspicious activity, and stayed in close communication with law enforcement where necessary. Every precaution was taken to ensure that the alleged threats were mitigated, but the underlying tension lingered. The psychological toll on the family, sources say, was significant, and friends expressed admiration for their resilience amid such a volatile environment. What made the story even more gripping was the unpredictability of 4KT's moves. Sources indicated that their actions were not random. They were strategic, calculated, and designed to send a message to both Dejounte Murray and the larger community. Every public appearance, post, or subtle hint was analyzed by fans and insiders alike, trying to decode intentions and anticipate future actions. This chess-like approach added a layer of suspense, making the unfolding events feel like a high-stakes game with real-world consequences. As the story gained momentum, media outlets began covering the escalating tension, turning it into a multi-layered narrative that combined sports, music, and street dynamics. Analysts explored how these intersecting worlds could create conflicts that were both public and private, and how influence could be wielded in ways that impacted multiple spheres. Fans debated endlessly, weighing evidence, questioning motives, and discussing the ethical implications of the alleged targeting. While the public was fascinated, those directly involved experienced a different reality. Dejounte Murray's family reportedly adjusted their routines, limited exposure on social media, and focused on safety measures. Allies remained vigilant, sharing information discreetly and attempting to anticipate every potential move by the opposing camp. The stakes were no longer just reputational, they were personal and potentially dangerous. As tension mounted, insiders began hinting at possible resolutions, though nothing seemed certain. Some suggested that mediation or direct confrontation might be necessary, while others predicted prolonged feuds and more public exposure. The unpredictability kept everyone on edge, creating an atmosphere of suspense that was both thrilling and unsettling. The saga of Dejounte Murray and NBA YoungBoy's 4KT had transformed from a headline into a fully immersive narrative. Fans, insiders, and commentators were all drawn into the unfolding drama, analyzing every detail and anticipating each next move. The combination of personal stakes, strategic maneuvers, and public intrigue ensured that attention would remain focused on this story for the foreseeable future. Despite the heightened security and constant vigilance, the tension surrounding Dejounte Murray's family continued to escalate. Insider sources revealed that the alleged targeting by NBA YoungBoy's 4KT team was far more coordinated than initially believed. Each day brought new reports of surveillance, cryptic messages, and subtle but unnerving maneuvers meant to unsettle Dejounte and his inner circle. What had once been dismissed as rumors had now turned into a continuous wave of uncertainty, leaving family and friends on edge. The conflict had begun to affect Dejounte's professional and personal life in ways few anticipated. Sources claimed that even his daily routines were being monitored, and unexpected encounters with unknown individuals sparked fear and speculation. It became clear that this was no ordinary feud. It was a carefully orchestrated series of actions designed to provoke, intimidate, and test boundaries. Friends close to Dejounte reportedly urged caution, emphasizing that any misstep could escalate the situation dramatically. Meanwhile, social media amplified the tension exponentially. Clips, leaks, and eyewitness accounts were shared at lightning speed, fueling fan theories and heated debates. Every minor interaction, from a cryptic Instagram story to a public appearance, was dissected for hidden meaning. The community's fascination with the drama became a double-edged sword. While public attention amplified the story's reach, it also increased the pressure on Dejounte and his family, turning every movement into a spectacle. Inside Dejounte's circle, discussions shifted from mere reaction to proactive strategy. Trusted allies and security personnel reportedly devised multiple contingency plans, ranging from increased surveillance to potential relocation if necessary. Each measure was calculated to protect not only physical safety, but also mental well-being. Sources hinted that the psychological strain was just as significant as the physical threat, with family members grappling with stress, anxiety, and the constant fear of an unknown escalation. As the days unfolded, new revelations suggested that the alleged targeting might have deeper motivations. Analysts speculated that power, influence, and reputation were at the heart of the tension. For KT's actions were interpreted not merely as personal retaliation, but as a broader statement about dominance and control in circles that intersected music, sports, and street influence. Every movement, leak, or cryptic message was seen as a chess move, carefully designed to send a signal to Dejounte, his allies, and even fans who had begun to follow the story obsessively. Some insiders suggested that alliances within the situation were not as clear-cut as they seemed. Certain individuals reportedly played dual roles, acting as intermediaries while secretly pursuing their own agendas. These hidden motives added layers of complexity to the already tense situation, making it difficult for anyone outside the inner circle to understand the full scope. For Dejounte and his team, deciphering who could be trusted became a constant challenge, with trust and loyalty now fragile commodities. Amid the unfolding chaos, the broader community of fans and commentators became intensely involved. Social media exploded with reactions ranging from outrage to concern, with debates centering on whether the alleged targeting crossed a legal line or remained in the realm of intimidation. Memes, viral clips, and detailed analyses dominated feeds, ensuring that the story remained at the forefront of public attention. Every revelation sparked speculation about potential outcomes, from mediation to full-blown confrontation, keeping the audience hooked and hungry for more. Inside the conflict, sources revealed moments of intense confrontation that had largely remained under the radar. Eyewitnesses described tense encounters in public spaces, heated exchanges between allies of both sides, and moments where intervention was narrowly avoided. These incidents, though not widely reported initially, painted a picture of a situation teetering on the edge of chaos. The sheer unpredictability of these interactions made it difficult for anyone to predict how the conflict might evolve. Meanwhile, Dejounte Murray reportedly remained focused on protecting his family, navigating the fine line between responding to threats and avoiding unnecessary escalation. Allies coordinated closely, monitoring movements, sharing information discreetly, and ensuring that communication channels remained secure. Each precaution taken reflected an understanding that even minor lapses could have serious consequences and that the stakes extended far beyond public perception. The alleged targeting also drew attention from legal and professional observers. Experts speculated on the potential ramifications if any of the alleged actions crossed into illegal territory. While sources cautioned that much of the situation remained unverified, the threat alone underscored the seriousness of the feud and its potential to impact careers, reputations, and personal safety. Every new report reignited debates about responsibility, accountability, and the blurred boundaries between personal vendettas and public consequences. Alleged communications between factions, hidden meetings, and behind-the-scenes maneuvers suggested that what fans had seen so far was only a fraction of the story. The intricate web of relationships and motivations ensured that the conflict remained dynamic, unpredictable, and deeply engaging for anyone following along. The psychological aspect of the feud became increasingly apparent. Sources claimed that 4KT's strategy included subtle intimidation tactics designed to create stress, distraction, and uncertainty. Dejounte Murray's family reportedly responded with caution, avoiding public appearances when possible and relying on trusted confidants to navigate potential risks. Every decision, from social media posts to daily schedules, was now viewed through the lens of safety and strategy, underscoring the real-world impact of the conflict. Public fascination with the story continued to grow. Fans dissected every update, analyzing possible alliances, motives, and future moves. The narrative had transformed from a simple rumor into a full-blown saga, blending elements of celebrity intrigue, street dynamics, and high-stakes personal conflict. Each revelation heightened suspense, keeping audiences invested and eager for the next twist. Sources close to the story suggested that mediation or direct communication between the camps might be on the horizon, though nothing was confirmed. Every possible resolution carried risks, and both sides appeared cautious about revealing too much. The anticipation of what might come next added another layer of suspense, ensuring that the story maintained its grip on the public imagination. The high-stakes, unpredictable dynamics, and intense personal and public pressures surrounding Dejounte Murray and NBA YoungBoy's 4KT. As the story evolved, it became clear that this was more than just a feud. It was a complex, multi-dimensional conflict that intersected personal safety, reputation, and influence. Fans, insiders, and commentators alike remained riveted, eagerly following each new development and speculating on the potential consequences. The tension that had gripped Dejounte Murray and his family for weeks finally reached a boiling point. Sources revealed that the alleged actions of NBA YoungBoy's 4KT team had escalated to a level that left even seasoned insiders stunned. The subtle intimidation and surveillance that had dominated the earlier chapters now transformed into overt moves that made it clear the conflict could no longer be contained. Every decision, every step, and every word from both sides carried weight, with potential consequences that extended far beyond what the public had seen. Eyewitnesses described a series of confrontations that had largely been kept off social media, but insiders confirmed the intensity was unprecedented. Security teams had to intervene on multiple occasions, preventing physical altercations that could have sparked a full-blown crisis. Dejounte Murray's family, already on high alert, reportedly adjusted their routines once again, minimizing exposure and coordinating closely with trusted allies. Every precaution reflected the seriousness of the situation. One wrong move could trigger an irreversible chain reaction. While the family worked tirelessly to maintain safety, sources hinted at strategic countermeasures being planned behind the scenes. Allies of Dejounte reportedly began gathering intelligence, documenting movements, and preparing for any potential escalation. The atmosphere was tense, with each camp attempting to assert dominance without sparking immediate retaliation. This chess-like strategy made it difficult for outsiders to predict what would happen next, adding layers of suspense to a story already rich with drama. Amid the tension, shocking revelations began surfacing about the motivations behind the alleged targeting. Insiders suggested that the actions of 4KT were not merely personal, they were a message to multiple spheres, including sports, entertainment, and the streets. This revelation reframed the entire narrative, highlighting that power, influence, and reputation were at the center of the conflict. Fans and commentators quickly seized on this insight, debating the implications and speculating on the future of both camps. As the days progressed, sources revealed moments of intense drama that captivated the community. Certain members of 4KT allegedly attempted direct confrontations with allies of Dejounte Murray, though intervention prevented the situation from spiraling out of control. Each reported incident was dissected on social media, with fans and insiders theorizing about the intentions, outcomes, and hidden alliances involved. The unpredictability only heightened engagement, keeping viewers glued to every update. Even as the story intensified, Dejounte Murray maintained focus on his family. Security protocols were further enhanced, and communication channels were tightened to ensure that no information fell into the wrong hands. The mental and emotional toll on his loved ones was reportedly significant, but resilience and unity became their strongest assets. Every decision was made with precision, balancing caution with the need to assert boundaries against the alleged aggressors. The climax of the saga came when insiders revealed a series of decisive actions that finally shifted the balance. Allegedly, 4KT realized that continued escalation could attract unwanted legal scrutiny and public backlash. This pivot allowed Dejounte Murray and his allies to regain control, setting boundaries that could not be crossed without consequence. The power dynamics, once heavily skewed, began to stabilize, though the shadow of tension lingered over both camps. Social media erupted as fans pieced together the latest developments. Analysts and commentators dissected every move, every post, and every statement, eager to understand how the conflict had evolved and what the resolution meant for the future. The story, which began as rumors and subtle threats, had transformed into a fully realized saga combining elements of danger, strategy, and high-stakes drama. Dejounte Murray's family had emerged with their safety largely intact, though the psychological and emotional scars remained. Allies reflected on the lessons learned, emphasizing the importance of vigilance, preparation, and the ability to anticipate moves in conflicts that straddle multiple worlds: sports, music, and street influence. The saga had left an indelible mark on everyone involved, serving as a stark reminder that reputation, power, and loyalty can have consequences that ripple far beyond initial intentions. The story concluded with a mix of relief, reflection, and anticipation. While immediate threats appeared contained, insiders hinted that tensions between the parties involved could resurface in the future. Fans remained engaged, analyzing every possible implication and speculating on what new conflicts or alliances might emerge next. The saga of Dejounte Murray and NBA YoungBoy's 4KT had ended for now, but its impact on those involved, and on the audience that followed closely, would be remembered for a long time.